Hello! Welcome back to Game Over Gerkinman. I'm Gerkinman. This is, of course, Metroid Prime. Alright, so when we last left off, we got the charge beam. So now, oops, let's just get rid of these guys. We can finally do this again, which is nice. We are in need of the power bombs. So let's find out where we haven't gone yet and see if we can work out where these things would be. Alright, so we have this little room here, which is something, and there's also this here. So I think, actually there's quite a few places we haven't been yet. Let's go, that's the main plaza. I get the feeling, that's an elevator over there. I get the feeling that there may be something in this little room here. Maybe. Is that this one here? This. Alright, so let's see what happens if we go down this way. Unless this is the room I was just in which case I'm an idiot. But this is the next day, so I don't actually remember. Alright. I think that is the room that we were just in, so never mind. Let's go back this way then. So as I said, even though this is one of my favorite games, I always kind of like, I remember the gist of where stuff is, or the order in which to get things, but I don't ever remember specifically. Actually, let's go up here instead. Oops, I thought I killed all of them, apparently I didn't. We come up here. Get a little bit of this health back. It's an interesting little thing here too. This is a, apparently, the path of corruption leads ever higher. It's apparently got some like Chozo lore inside it. I'm not sure how you get that information out of that. I guess that's a symbol, represents that stuff. But essentially, up there is another. There's another room. You can actually hear that there's an item in there at the moment. Maybe you can't hear it. I certainly can. And we just come through here. So I can't remember if this is somewhere that we can actually get to yet or not. Something I do like about this game actually is the way that it opens up shortcuts. So if you're playing through this, once you get the space jump, you can actually just hop straight up there, which of course allows you to. It's just a tiny bit of a shortcut. All right, so we'll come up through here, see what we can find. More of these guys. Nothing too crazy. Okay, so I did go the right way. Fantastic. So it is cool the way the game kind of leads you around like that by showing you basically places that you can't quite get to yet. Just by looking at the map really, you can tell where maybe you should go. So this is a new creature. This guy's interesting. This is a stone toad. Preys on creatures smaller than itself, vulnerable only from within. A stone toad is able to remain still for days. It preys upon creatures smaller than itself, inhaling it whole. Anything it finds indigestible, it regurgitates. Stone toads use their tusk as a last resort in combat. So this guy you can't actually hurt. He's kind of cool the way you can see his eye jutting around. I will show you what those are for later on, but for now we're just going to leave him as is. He's not really anything to worry about. Little morph molly. Exclusive zone. So what have we got here? Looks like some kind of boss. Incinerator drone, programmed for high temperature waste disposal. Device schematics indicate a high risk of malfunction when internal power core is damaged. Unit has minimal combat programming, but can defend itself if necessary. This drone's intense heat blast compensate for its lack of battle prowess. Of course, this is a pretty straightforward boss battle actually. Basically, you just wait for this thing to light up and then you shoot it a bunch of times, and then of course it does this and it lights up these hives. And what do you know, another kind of war wasp. Barbed war wasp, airborne insect with the ability to launch its stinger at prey. A highly aggressive member of the war wasp family, this insect can propel the tip of its stinger up to 20 meters. The stinger tip regrows seconds after launch and contain an acidic compound designed to Pre-digest prey. So it's pretty gross. Very similar to a lot of what spider venom does actually in the real world. So this guy's not too bad, like I said. He doesn't do a whole lot of damage. And you can take quite a few hits from him and not have to worry too much. And it's the same with the war wasp. They're not too big of a threat. More of just a minor annoyance. But essentially, after this battle, we are going to get the Morphball bomb, which is obviously a very integral item to any Metroid game. Alright, let's get that. Notice it doesn't actually have a health bar, so I guess that kind of means it's a mini-boss instead of like an actual real boss. There's a lot of this earlier on in the game. There's not really a whole lot of like mini-boss content like this later in the game. It's all very much front-loaded in terms of these sorts of smaller scale boss battles. But there we go. Easy as that. So it's very easy to miss those scans of those beetles, of those wasps, sorry. So here we go. We got the morph ball back. Super important item. This will be all kinds of handy. Morph ball bomb acquired. Yeah. Alright, so now I can do a bit of this. Very handy. There's actually a bit of lore about these pieces in here too, which I haven't really been doing much of. So let's go into here and we can have a look at the different information. So the power beam is the default arm cannon. It has the best rate of fire, place whatever is selected. The power beam can be used to open blue doors. If you see your shots ricochet, cease fire. The power beam is not working against that target. You can use the power beam to quickly clear an area of weak foes. So that's all we have on that side for now. Then we have two morph ball items. So the morph ball changes your suit into a compact mobile sphere. Like the power suit, the morph ball is modular. There are several modifications that can be added to improve performance. So a lot of people they wonder like how they got around explaining the way Samus's equipment works or a suit works, and it's modular like a PC. You can just take parts in and out, and they're just upgrades, which is a kind of neat way of explaining that. The morph ball bomb is the default weapon for the morph ball. The morph ball bomb can be used to break cracked walls and activate certain devices. If the morph ball is near a morph ball bomb, when it explodes, it will be popped up a short distance into the air. That is called a bomb jump. When the morph ball bomb explodes, it must be close to the enemy to be effective. The morph ball bomb can easily break items made of sandstone or telluric alloy. So that's very, very important. You can only break certain things with it. It's very specific. And of course, it's a power suit. It's an advanced Chozo exoskeleton modified for use by Samus Aran. The power suit provides life support functions and is well shielded from attack. The modular nature of the power suit allows for additional weapons, visors, and other gear as needed. The power suit's shielding loses energy with each hit. Collect energy when possible to keep its shield charged. Pretty straightforward, and of course, energy tanks is basically it's your health. So the bomb jump I was talking about is when you do this. But this being the Wii version, you actually flick up the Wiimote and also do a jump. And what that allows for, if you get your timing right, is makes that easier, which is we'll come through here first. There's a little secret item. We're going to go and collect a few of these, actually. Whoa, my IR pointer just went all spastic on me. Am I allowed to use the word spastic? If I'm not allowed to use the word spastic, let me know in the comments below. Alright, so I could go and get the next item, but I think instead we're going to go collect just a couple of power-ups. Am I supposed to come out that way? Yeah, that's the tutorial there. So basically that little lift's there just to make sure that people get the understanding of how exactly the bomb works, but oh, this one can be a little bit tricky to get in. Alright, so now we have that. There's a little puzzle in this room that we were just in that we can solve, and I believe we get a little something for that. Let's go see here. Actually, as I said earlier, there was a... Was it down in here, or was it somewhere else? Must have been somewhere else. I'm just using the charge beam to light up the place. Where is our froggy friend? Because now that we have the morph ball bomb, we can... Okay, well that's... No good, we don't want to go in there. Oh, well, I've forgotten where he is. I'll find him again in a minute. Anyway, in here now. There's something cool we can do. You can see there's a door over there which is locked. And we want to open that because there's some cool items in here. So this is really another tutorial room, I would call it. Oh, here he is. So we want to go inside this guy's mouth here. So that's him eating us, and you could just drop bombs inside him like that, and that takes care of him. So this is to make sure we understand how the bomb works. You don't want to go out there because you will fall into poison water, and that is bad. But these will be appearing quite frequently in the game. They're like magnetic little circles, and by dropping a bomb inside there, it powers them. So this is just like a little puzzle room. It's nothing too crazy, but it's a little bit of an important room. Actually, I probably should have gone out that little hole there, saved myself some time. I probably won't make this now. Oh well, no, there's still plenty of time. So we come over here, open up this guy. I think there are 3 steps to this. Now, it's probably worth noting too, like, that this is a sort of an interesting environment, mainly because, as we saw in the lore in one of the previous episodes, the Chozo came here to get away from advanced technology, but we've got this room here, which, while not anything crazy advanced, still is kind of semi-advanced technology. So, Chozo gave up most technology, it seems, but they did keep a little bit of stuff. I didn't give up on it completely. Alright, so we come up around here. Nope, around this side. Oh no, am I gonna make it? Oh, just in time. And now we can get up to this door. So all of that just to get those lifts operational so we can get through this door here. The security door. So you would imagine, after all that effort, there must be something pretty cool in here. And I don't remember if there is or not, but there's obviously something in here. So I guess we'll find out in a moment. No enemies down this corridor. Aha! So this is a spider ball track. I pointed out one of these earlier. This is a particular piece of the environment we'll be seeing a lot more of later on, and they're very useful, but for now, we can't really do a whole lot with it, so we're just going to make our way through here and get ourselves an energy tank. All that for an energy tank. Which, you know, I'm not going to complain about that. Energy tanks are kind of important. Fantastic. Alright, so let's go and get ourselves another energy tank. There is another one we can go and get now. In the room where we originally fought that first boss where we got our missiles from, there was a little area we could get back into. So you can see this door's taking a while to open up. That basically just means that it's loading content. So there are some areas where that's more noticeable than others. And I think a lot of people think that Metroid Prime 3 actually has longer load times than the original Prime, but let's go and get these extra items, and then we'll go and get ourselves the final main item for this particular area, at this point in time at least. So the last thing we want to do is, we want to get down here first of all. No fall damage, so that's cool. I like that a lot. You do some neat stuff. Oh, actually, the charge beam. There was a hole where the charge beam was, where I think there's a missile upgrade. So we'll go and get that quickly. I won't be doing this in all episodes where I go and get all the items. This is basically I don't want to call it padding, but I didn't want to end the episode right there. But it's too long to go and get the next item. So I thought I'd just show you where a few of these little upgrades are. Some of the easier ones. No doubt if you've played through this game, you've already got all these multiple times before. But for those who haven't, and you do plan on getting the game, I know you can get this game now on the Wii U download. I think it's like 10 or 15 bucks or something like that. That's the trilogy version, which is what I'm playing here. If you haven't bought that yet, you are a crazy person. Alright, here we go. So, I'm going to blow this up. And destroy that. And hey, what's in here? Let's have a quick little look-see. 2 missile doors. It's a little excessive. So you can hear there is a missile set up there. There's also some spider wall tracks. But we just want this, so let's find out. Metal structure heavily weak, insufficient blast trauma will likely result in complete destruction. So there we go, some extra missile expansions. Alright, now let's go and get that last energy tank and we'll call this an episode. So we're going to try to get the energy tank where, if you remember in the main part of the Chozo Ruins, there was a particular spot up on the wall near the half pipe where you could see a energy tank on display and we couldn't get to it. So we're going to go and get that guy. To get past all these dudes. This guy's doing quite a little bit of damage, actually. I guess once I get my the next suit, it won't be so bad. It does definitely make you a little less prone to high damage. And really, after the next episode, the episode's going to get longer because there's definitely a lot more involved between getting each item than there is at this point in the game. Much more involved. Alright, let's come through here quickly. But we will be revisiting a lot of these areas as well. Alright. So this room's actually where we're going to be coming back and spending a bit of time later on. But for now... out of my way. Out of my way, things. We are going to... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to cut it to when I'm back in the appropriate room. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay. Where's the entrance? I have to. Actually, I'm back. For those who remember, this is a room we were in earlier where there is the little plant here. There was a safe point up there we went to originally. So there is a power-up in here that we're going to get. This is on our way to the other power-up that we were after. So let's get this missile expansion here. So this is a little morph ball puzzle. We obviously needed to wait until we had both the morph ball and the bomb in order to get this. It's a very straightforward little puzzle here, environmental puzzle. There we go, so we're up to 30 missiles now, I believe. And we're getting attacked by wasps. But no one really cares. Yeah, it's too weak to worry about. So let's make our way up here. I think we're also almost back in the... oh, that's the save room. Whoops. Need to make our way back to the hive totem. Which I think is pretty much just through here. Almost. Oh man, wasps! Wasps everywhere! Wasps for days! There might be is there another item in here somewhere? I think there is, but I think you need the spider ball in order to get to it. Oh wait, no, here we go. There we go. So yeah, early on in this game there is like literally just like stuff to collect absolutely everywhere, but it definitely slows down in terms of that as the game progresses. But I guess they want you to be well equipped at the beginning. And for some reason I thought those were crates. Alright, so we're just going to come through here, and then we've got the slanted room, and then the hive. So just very quickly make our way through here. We're not going to worry about any of these guys. Also, I don't think I scanned this before. This is a different form of health. This is the large energy, replenishes 20 units of health. So I think there's one more which does 100, so there's one that does 5, one that does 20, and one that does 100. Very interesting choice of numbers, but there you go. So this is the hive room where we were before, and as you remember, this is where we got our first missile expansion for our suit. And at the time there was this little hole here which we could not get through because we did not yet have the morph ball. So if we come through here now, we've got this little puzzle. I can't really call them puzzles, I guess they sort of are, but they're kind of not at the same time. I don't know what to call them. If you want to call them something specific, let me know. I'm not entirely sure what to call these, but they're little, interesting little diversions anyway. And then when we pop out here, here's an elevator. And this elevator goes to Magmore Caverns, North Granite. So we don't want to go to Magmore Caverns yet because, well, we don't have the various suits, so we'll get absolutely roasted alive as we would in that other room we went to. So we've got two options here. Now one of these takes us to this room here, which we can't really do anything much in here yet. At least I don't think we can. I'll just take care of these wasps and find out. But I'm pretty sure this is a room you have to come back to later on in order to do anything. Yeah, so you need the super missiles in order to do that. But there is a law here, so the cries of this dying land echo in our ears as we Chozo watch the great poison seep ever further into the living pulse of the planet. The dark energy sinks into the trees and waters, devouring all life. Peaceful beasts die by the thousands. Some creatures survive, but their forms grow as twisted and evil as the forces that fell from the sky. Many of these mutated monstrosities remain small enough to do little harm, but others grow enormous and threaten our very existence. One such beast defiles sacred fountain, disgorging poison from its foul form, replacing pure, flowing water with cascades of creeping death. Even in the face of such horror, we Chozo do not turn in fear. We are all that stands in the way of this great poison, and it is our duty to contain it. So that's a little foreshadowing for something that's coming up very, very soon. This beast that's poisoning the fountains. But for now, we're going to just come through here. We've got this really, really slow little lift here. Almost didn't make it. There we go. And I can just hop up here thanks to the powers of the Wiimote, one of my least favorite controllers of all time. But you know, it works in the context of this game, so. So here we have another item, another missile expansion. So this episode's really just getting collectibles, which is kind of hilarious. So we can finally do this. If we came here sooner, we wouldn't have been able to. But all we really have to do here for this is, and this works as a bit of a tutorial. Here you would do a bomb jump to get into this one. So once all three of these are done, and this one of course requires the mastery of the bomb jump. Perfect. Nice and easy. We'll have all the, well, not all the items, but we're certainly getting items at a good rate. Okay, now I haven't been through this door yet. For some reason I thought this was leading me to where that energy tank expansion was, but maybe I'm mistaken. I'm starting to get a feeling that maybe I am wrong, and that this is not where it's taking me. Oh wait, there it is. Fantastic. So there we go. Energy tank increased. And that's going to be it for this episode. We're up to 3 energy containers. We've got 40 missiles. Next episode, we are going to go and get the Varia suit, and we're going to go and find out what this Pt04 lore about this creature is that is defiling the fountain. So I hope you'll join me for that, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.